반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
Shin Yajin was overcome with regret, torn between guilt and fear as she thought about how her actions had impacted those around her, especially Eunchang. She had wronged everyone and now the consequences were too clear to ignore. After Gohana was forced out, Shin Yajin believed the child would be fine, but she couldn't have been more wrong. Eunchang's refusal to eat and his deepening sorrow made it possible to ignore the harm that had been caused. Shin Yajin had never imagined that her decision to separate Eunchang from Gohana, the person who had been like a mother to him, would lead to such heartbreak. Eunchang, confused and hurt, clung to his memories of Aunt Hannah and refused all attempts to comfort him. Shin Yajin's heart ached, but it was clear that the situation was worse than she had anticipated. Her pride and stubbornness only made things worse, and it wasn't until Hwang Jin Goo and Secretary Jang intervened that she reluctantly agreed to take Eunchang to the hospital. The diagnosis was shocking: pediatric depression. The doctor explained that Eunchang's condition was directly linked to the separation from his caregiver, the one person he trusted. Despite Shin Yajin's attempts to throw money at the problem, it was clear that only one thing could help Eunchang: a reunion with Gohana. But stubbornness kept Shin Yajin from accepting it. It wasn't until the gravity of the situation hit her that she began to realize how wrong she had been. As her regret deepened, she was confronted by the truth. Choi Myung-ji, her sister-in-law, had been manipulating the situation all along. The lies, the slander against Gohana, and the sudden appearance of Lee Sok-ki all made sense now. Choi Myung-ji had been behind the entire ordeal, and Shin Yajin, in her naivety, had been deceived. Shin Yajin's regret was overwhelming. She had driven away the person who had raised Eunchang with so much love and care. She realized how much damage her pride had caused, not just to herself but to the child she claimed to protect. The regret gnawed at her as she wondered if Gohana would ever forgive her, knowing that it was her misguided decisions that had caused so much pain. Shin Yajin found herself in a dilemma, questioning everything about her choices and the web of lies she had gotten tangled in. As she reflected on everything that had happened, she understood that the house she thought was safe for Eunchang was, in reality, the most dangerous place for him to be.
'Cause you are beautiful.